so I will. Hello everybody, we are playing a Winota-Hazoret deck with new cards from the new edition. There is 2 Djeru and Hazoret there, and we'll also try some Knight-Errant of Eos. I'll have to do some swift changes on the sideboard and removing a Giant Killer and 2 Burrenton Forge-Tenders means I'm probably going to go rent 4 Knight-Errant. I'll rent another Terminate. And 2 more cards that were Burrenton Forge-Tenders. Probably I can keep the Burrentons without the Ranger-Captain of Eos. Okay, I'll keep it for now. Okay. I guess I have Terminates. Do I have the Terminates already? I have them. Okay, I don't need them. Let's see if I'm missing anything else. I think not. Yeah. Okay, I'll just get the Knight-Errants then and try it like that. What? I already requested 4? I guess so. Okay, I'm already loading for the Knight-Errants. Okay, so do I play the Knight-Errant of Eos in this list too? Okay, so the Djeru and Hazoret seems very good, already explaining this, and because the Djeru and Hazoret can bring the Griselbrand from your deck into play. It can also bring back Winota, and Winota can bring back Djeru, so these are very synergistic. But as I speak of these things, I remember that Knight-Errant of Eos is also a new human. It has Convoke, and it could fit well here in the Ranger-Captain of Eos slot. So something to think about. Maybe for the first try, I just go with the 3 Knight-Errant of Eos to see how they perform. I already have the Knights, so I bought the Knights when new edition came, so I don't even need to rent them. I have bought them, they were so cheap, and I took the opportunity, bought them for like 1 ticks a piece. So maybe I just try it like this. Get the Ranger-Captain out of the deck. I'm not sure about this switch. Knight-Errant of Eos definitely has a bigger power level overall, but Ranger-Captain of Eos works well with the finding 1-drops. It was very important in finding actually the Neonate, and without it, I don't know if Neonate is playable. You could often find find it with the Ranger, then discard the Griselbrand, reanimate it. Okay, so what to do here? Maybe I just go with a split. I'll just go with a split for the first try. I'll take 2 Burrentons. Yeah, it's good against Cascade, definitely. It's good. It's not usually that great in Winota shells. It's okay. Not something you're really excited for, but it's okay. But in this deck, it finds you the Neonate, and the one-off Neonate is very good. One-off Neonate is really good, and I think it is important because of that. Where is my Burrenton Forge-Tender? Just a second. Where is it? How do you spell the Burrenton? Is it 2 R's? Maybe 2 R's. Okay, here it is. I'll add this to the sides. Okay, so I'm now have 1 card too much. I want to these both cards feel like they could be good, and I have to decide between the two. I'll cut the Ranger to 2 for this league, and maybe just play 3 of one of those. Yeah, I'll leave this experiment for the next time. I'll leave this for the next time. I'll go with 3 Ranger-Captain of Eos I initially wanted. I'll bring back the Giant Killer. And I'll leave the Knight Ranger for the maybe next time I play this. Here is the Giant Killer. I start like this one. Oh, this is fine. Okay. Obviously there are multiple options, and the 2 very good cards got printed that can support this deck really well. Both of those have real good potential, and I didn't yet test any of these 2 options. I played the deck a lot without these slots, with just 4 Ranger-Captain of Eos and one more Priest. The deck was good. Also have some very good matchups. I have some matchups that it struggles with, but this Djeru and Hazoret, you will often be able to play this with Vigilance and Haste, because this is kind of type of deck that do a lot of drawing, discarding, playing the threats, and on turn 5, when you have 5 mana to cast this, you will mostly have like 1/2 cards in your hand, and this will mostly have haste, and it has the ability to bring back Griselbrand into play without actually using the graveyard. So that is the big plus. But I would usually ditch the Captain of Eos for the new Ranger Knight Errant, but Neonate is such a good one-off tutor target here. Also, Giant Killer is decent on the sideboard. This looks playable. I will keep it. Okay, they immediately start with the Relic. This seems like Coffer's control. Well, I got the Ragavan, but Ragavan never survives against this deck. Still, pretty good top deck. Okay, let's see. Does this happen? It will be great to cast the Spyro immediately. Wow, it is happening. Okay, yeah. I got the turn 2 Spyro. I really didn't expect this. So they have the Urborg, so I can go for Sacred Foundry probably. Okay. That is fine. Going for the Sacred Foundry, casting my Spyro, trying to be aggressive as possible here. What do I discard? Probably the Triome. Maybe just 2 lands. Actually, I want 1 land, definitely. Neonate, maybe just Neonate. Okay, this is good. I got the Sokenzan. I can actually use the Sokenzan next turn and try to be aggressive with it. Okay, they got rid of the relic. Here are the coffers. I really don't want to draw these basics because they play a lot of these Field of Ruins. I will go for the attacks first, probably play the Stitcher. Okay, I got my Swamp. I have no more basics in deck. The Plains in my hand is the last one. Do they have the Fatal Push or not? I could have actually used that mana to play the Sokenzan, but never mind. I could have used it to play both Sokenzan and Stitcher Supplier this turn, so kind of missed there. Oh, this is one good top deck, definitely. I'm definitely playing this. Get me those two cards. Wow. This is pretty good, pretty good. Probably going to cast my Stitcher. I'm now a bit sorry after drawing the Winota and this Night's Whisper that I didn't use the mana. Wait, sorry, if I did use the mana, I would be able to cast, so it is good. Good decisions. Okay. I have a lot of non-creatures on the battlefield, which means when my Winota attacks next turn, it will maybe do some crazy stuff. Hopefully my opponent taps out for the Karn or the 5 mana spell. What is it called? Yeah, Invoke. Yeah, that is great actually. That is great. I will just sack my Spyro and absolutely destroy my opponent on the next turn. Okay, Fatal Push the Ragavan. I don't care. Have everything I want right here. Okay, so let's just do this. Play the Winota. Play the Winota, attack with my two small guys, bringing back my bigger guys. Well, opponent is probably sorry now for using the push. Maybe not. Okay, I've got the Priest. I'll take the Priest. It has Unearth, it can bring back the Griselbrand from the graveyard, and the Spyro is also great. So what to do here? All cards are pretty good. I got also the Mutt in the graveyard. Didn't even see that one. Okay, so this is my graveyard. I got a Spyro, I got a Mutt, I got the Winota, I got the Griselbrand. And I must discard two cards here. Maybe just discard the Djeru and Hazoret. Right, I'll keep the Sokenzan, I'll keep the Bolt. I want this damage to face to happen. And I don't have a second white with the treasure actually, so maybe just a Stitcher. Okay, that is good. That is pretty good. My opponent needs a board wipe to survive the next turn. Well, I guess the Ranger-Captain can also be good against this Black Coffers deck. It prevents them a turn from casting this sorcery spells like Invoke or Karn. So it can be a good tempo play there too. Looking good for now. What they have? Maybe another Invoke, maybe board wipe. Okay, it is a Karn. It is a Karn. They can maybe find a Snake Bridge, but they have too many cards in their hand. I doubt they can empty the hand like that, so maybe what do they find here actually? I can't see them getting anything really good. I also have Unearthed Scrapwork Mutt from the graveyard for additional 2 damage. If they kill some of my creatures, I have the Bolt and Sokenzan too. Lot of damage here. Can also just go Ranger-Captain, find Ragavan Dash. Okay. I mean, they have the bridge, but they have 5 cards in hand. Let's see what else can they do. I'm not sure they can do much. They have just 2 mana here and 5 cards in hand. Doesn't feel very good for opponent. Yeah, this is just a long thinking before conceding, probably. Oh, they have the March. Okay, they have the March, so they can maybe hope to survive the turn, but I think they will not. They're on 12. I have how much here? I have 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they're dead. Or maybe not. Just a second. Yeah, I have the Mutt plus Bolt. That is lethal, yeah. And all my guys can attack. Also, I have Winota, Goryos for Winota. That is just an overkill now. Okay, let's just do this. It's fun, and we will do it. I will do it because this is fun. This is a fun way to win. Okay, and I will also unearth the Mutt. In case, just in case I happen to miss damage. Okay, so many Winota triggers. Well, they're actually still playing. I love doing this. This is so fun. I love the Winota. Okay. Okay, they're probably doing this to kind of take a look at our deck because they probably never played against this. And okay, pretty clean win, game 1 against Mono Black Coffers. Let's go to the game 2. What can we board in here? Probably Magus of the Moon would be good. Maybe Brotherhood Zen to deal with ensnaring bridges, stuff like that. Dauthi Voidwalker is often good against that kind of decks that play big mana spells. Okay, Magus definitely. And they play a lot of graveyard hate, so I can probably get rid of all the Goryos. Maybe not all. They still have to top deck those, and it's artifact based. Okay, so I can maybe play around it. Leave 2 in, and I still have to remove 2 cards. Maybe I'll remove the Griselbrands since I'm trimming on the Goryos. Okay, that feels good. What else? I don't think there's anything else to do. Maybe like 3 Goryos and trim and something else. Trim something else, but what? Just a second. Let me think. Maybe Neonate, actually. Or the Supplier. Okay, I can do 1 Supplier, that is fine. This looks good. Looks good. Easy win on game 1. I don't have the black mana, but they play 4 Urborg. So this should be good, actually. Pretty good. So let's just hope they find the Urborg quickly. Well, here is my Goryos and the Neonate against the turn 1 Relic. Another Relic. Okay, so I'm not using my Goryos this game, but I have this Neonates in my deck and Spyros, so I can easily just cycle those and get another cards, so I don't mind having those. I also got the Brotherhood's End, that is why I play it. So I can destroy two relics next turn. This is good. Okay, they have the demolition field. If they don't use the demolition field, I will take this opportunity to probably play the Ranger-Captain, but I found the Winota. And now when I found it, it's actually a lot more interesting just to play the Spyro. So I'll just do this. I go for the Spyro. Spyro is very good here. They have trouble getting rid of these tokens. And I'll just discard the Goryos and Bolt probably. Yeah. Get 2 tokens. Get ready to cast Winota next turn. If I get a land, of course. Pretty good again. The Spyro is so good actually against this mono black coffers. This deck is pretty popular right now. Pretty popular. Trellon doing some good results with it. Okay, I really want to get the land here, so I'll probably do redraw with the Neonate if I don't draw it naturally. Okay, didn't draw it. What do I discard? Maybe Priest. I'm kind of sad to discard the Priest. The thing is, they play only fatal. I think they play fatal pushes, so they need kind of this demolition field to get the swamp and to kill the Winota. That's probably why they're saving the demolition field. That is their play. So maybe I just play the Ranger-Captain of Eos this turn, and next turn I can sack it and safely play the Winota if I get a land, of course. So maybe that is the best option. Yeah. This will find me probably Ragavan. I go for the attacks first. A lot of damage here, 5 damage. With the captain, that's 8. They have to do something about this. Okay, so they're doing the march. Okay, killing the ranger. Fine. That is good. Better ranger than Winota, definitely. Okay, I'm going in for 5 damage. They didn't gain life because I sacrificed the ranger in response, so this is pretty good for me. They're on 13. I can sack the Neonate immediately, try to get a land. But kind of in no hurry to do this. I'll try to get the land from the turn first to maybe be able to attack with Neonate. Maybe I just kill them with the Spyro this game, if they can handle this. I mean, they have to, they're doing this, so it's a good thing I didn't sacrifice it. I'll probably just discard the priest. Yeah, it is a priest. Get the supplier. Hopefully I can get the land. Hopefully I get the land from the top. I had a lot of draws, and there it is. There is the land. And now it will be a problem for them. They need to have another march or some other removal. So I just play Winota. Next turn I play Winota again. Then I can play the Djeru. Pretty good situation for me. They're trying to get a march. They don't have it, obviously. So probably a winning situation again. They just have a hard time dealing with the Spyro. It feels like that. They need, they didn't find domination or whatever. They're also kind of stuck on lands. Okay, they have the march, But to do it, they have to exile 3 cards, so they exile the Profane Tutor and Invoke, which is just very good. They did gain some life, but I have another Winota for the next turn. I have 3 Goryos in my deck. Okay, just the coffers, no swamp. Actually, I needed them to have the coffers this game. They didn't have it. Here is the Goryos, so if I get the black mana, I can try that too. Will I go for I am going for Winota again, yeah. Let's go for Winota again. Will we do it this time? Yeah, we are doing it this time. Get 2 Winota abilities. I will take the Ranger. I will probably use the Ranger on their upkeep. Ranger-Captain of Eos is also great against their Profane Tutor. I already have Ragavan, so I'll just take the Stitcher, the second Stitcher. And Spyro is what I wanted. So Spyro will discard Stitcher and maybe Djeru or Stitcher. Maybe just Djeru. Okay. I get a black land. Okay, opponent is on 4 life. I will play my land. Find a swamp. I won't find a swamp because they play the demolitions. I'll find the Blood Crypt. Find the Blood Crypt, play my Stitcher Supplier and sacrifice Ranger-Captain on their upkeep, and that is it. Also got the Mutt here. Okay, going for the swamp. I'll just sack the Ranger on their upkeep, and I think that should be it. Okay, sacrifice this, put stop on my upkeep. That is it. If they even if they have the Damnation, I have the Mutt Unearth plus the Ragavan Dash, which is a lethal 4 damage. So easy game 1 against mono black coffers. I guess Talon didn't play against Winota Reanimator much. Okay, 1 lander. Unfortunately, can't keep a 1 landers. Have the Mutts. Okay, let's mulligan this. Can keep a 1 lander. Unfortunately, it is decent, but yeah. Okay, Goryos. This is not a good hand. This is not a good hand. Yeah, that's Talon. Yeah. He plays the coffers the most. Okay, what I put back here? Maybe Goryos. It is not a good hand, but I have the lands, I have the Winota, I have the removal, so hoping to draw into maybe Spyro. One Spyro can make this hand really good. Goryos can be pretty useless, so if I don't find the right card, so I'll start with this. Okay, birds. I go for Foundry, both birds in case I draw something in my turn. Here is the Goryos. Okay, so good thing I got rid of the one of the Goryos. Definitely don't need 2. Now, what I need is a Seasoned Pyromancer, or the Scrapwork Mutt would be okay too. Something that can, anything really that can attack and make some Winota triggers. Okay, I didn't see this one for a long time in Modern. I'll go for my Triome. Does this deck play? I don't know. Does this deck play Blood Moon? But hopefully not. I have the Swamp. I have the Winota now. This is not what I needed. I needed other creatures, small creatures that can trigger Winota. It's rare to have such a this kind of hand with no creatures, just Goryos and bolts with no ways to use the Goryos. Okay, they're going Stomp. I guess this is this just like Gruul Blood Moon? Probably. Maybe I should have gone for the planes. Let us see. It would be best if they would just play the Bone Crusher. Yeah, it's Blood Moon. But it is a Magus of the Moon. I have the Bolt. Yay. Okay, that is good. Much better than the Blood Moon. I can now find the planes. This is great. And guess I just have to play the Winota like this, which feels pretty bad, but yeah, sometimes I guess sometimes you just do this. Have the Winota be down with no abilities. If I found the Sokenzan and if I found the Ragavan, I can maybe trigger the Winota immediately. So it makes sense to play it like this. I found my planes, find my swamp. I'm now secure against Blood Moon. Okay, so do I just trade with the Bone Crusher here? Maybe I just trade with the Bone Crusher. Well, I'll go for the Mutt first. Yeah, we're not a Giant Slayer. Yeah, it's funny. I'll probably get rid of the Goryos. I have another Winota in hand. Just a land. Probably won't play this one. I'll keep it to maybe try to... I won't trade with the Bone Crusher. I'll just try to... well, they could be really aggressive. If they have the Bone Crusher plus maybe one Bolt, I can get low on life very fast. So, but I kind of also don't want Winota to die, so I will not trade with the Bone Crusher. I will force them to remove my Winota or the Scrapwork Mutt to prevent the ability. Probably if I get the single ability from the Winota, I will put myself into a winning position. Okay, I like that. Don't mind the hierarchs, the lands, and the birds. Okay, they're going in for 5 damage. That is a lot. But it is fine. It is probably fine. Let's see if I'll get the ability first. Or maybe they have the removal. This is exactly what I needed. Great draw, great draw, great land to play in a deck with Winota. Okay. Seems like this is happening. I should have played the land first because I'll probably get the Spyro and I have to discard the land. Yeah. Never mind, it doesn't matter because I now have Spyro, I have the blockers. I also have the... I'll keep the indestructible one. What do I have in hand? I have the Neonate, I have the Djeru. Djeru could be good, so maybe I probably don't want to discard it. So maybe I just find... I probably just find the Priest, so in case they kill my Winota, I'll just bring it back for 3 life, paying 3 life to do it. Also, it might be just a good... yeah, I think it might be just a good option to get the blockers here. I only have 1 blocker, so let's just do this, be safe. I don't want them bolting me. This is probably the best. Let's see if they block anything. Okay, they're on 6. I have 3 blockers here. So probably winning this one, unless they have like... Okay, this is the win. This is the win, and time for game 2. Okay, what do I board in this matchup? Probably the Furies. Furies should be pretty good. Furies should be pretty good. What else? Brotherhood Zend also could be good. On the draw. On the play, I probably wouldn't play it, but on the draw, I could maybe kill a lot of these. It kills all the creatures they play in the deck. So if they start more aggressive than me, I can use the Brotherhood Zend to clear their complete board. On the play, I won't play this, but I'll try it like this. Probably take out the Griselbrand, since they saw I could play the Goryos. Probably cut 2 Goryos, 2 Griselbrands. Sorry, maybe 1 Goryos. 1 Goryos, 2 Griselbrands. I still have plenty of targets. All of these creatures are very good Goryos targets. Sometimes Winota is even better than Griselbrand, so I'm okay with having 3 Goryos and 2 Griselbrands. And I need to ditch another card. What will it be? Maybe just a Stitcher Supplier, probably. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Maybe I should play the Burrenton Forge-Tender, actually. I forgot it completely. I should have included the Burrenton Forge-Tender. Completely forgot about that one. I maybe it's better on the draw, so I should have included it now. I'm not sure if I'll want it on the play. Okay, they start without a ramp. That is good. Good news. Well, I don't have the land, but 2 Spirals plus Fury. 2 Spirals should solve this, and Fury is good in this matchup, so if they have initial aggressive plays. Okay, Geist, I didn't expect that one. Okay, I really need my land, hope to get it. Hopefully I can find the 3rd land. The old Galata could be these fits to split with Grizzle. Yeah, Galata could be castable. Well, I just hope to get the land here so I can play my Spyro. If I can play the Spyro, it should be pretty good. Yeah, but no space, definitely no space for green in the mana base. Didn't get the land, but I've got the Ragavan, so I'll be able to cast. I'll be able to cast the Spyro next turn. I'll just ditch one of the Djerus and clear their board. Oh no, this is not good because. So I don't kill. I don't actually. I don't. I don't kill the Geist because it will return and block the Ragavan. So I just kill the Bone Crusher. To get the treasure, to play the Spyro next turn, and that is it. Okay, opponent is playing the Eldritch. I'm not sure about this deck. Maybe they're playing Winota too, since they have Eldritch. Yeah, mana base is mana base works well. Yeah. And Griselbrand just often what Griselbrand does in this deck most often, it deals 7 damage and draws me 7 cards. Then I make my hand perfect, unlosable, and that's what it does. I often just go turn 2 Griselbrand and just draw 14 cards, make my hand perfect. So that way I can't really lose if my opponent doesn't have the most nut hand. And that is the plan, yeah. So what I'll do here, I'll discard the Djeru. Since I have the Goryos, I can maybe try to get the Griselbrand with it, or Winota. I think that is a good plan. Definitely want to leave the Bolt, and definitely want another Spyro, and just probably get rid of this Priest. Still no lands. That is pretty weird. Since I got already through 13 cards in my deck, got through the 13 cards and no land. That is pretty bad. Maybe I get a land from the turn. What do I do here? Maybe I just block these two, then maybe use trade with them later. I'll just do this. I'll block this one like this and this one like this, and try to trade with this with all of those guys, and hopefully I can play another Spyro on my turn if I get the land. If I can play the Spyro, it will be pretty good, but no Spyro for me, it seems. Like no Spyro, but I can play. I don't need to play this now. I can play the Ragavan and hold Bolt, so it's not lost yet. But I went through the 14 cards and just have these 2 lands from the start of the game. Okay, they attack with Bolt. I will just block one. I like block this one and Bolt the other. Can I get a land, please, please, please? Oh my god, no land still. This is incredible. And no Scrapwork Mutt. Okay. Guess I just dash in the Ragavan, so they probably trade with the Geist. Trading with Geist is cool. If I can get my land, I can probably win this game before they play the Magus of the Moon or something. Okay, I got the treasure and I got the birds. Wow. Well, birds can die and the treasure secures me to play the Spyro next turn, so I'll just keep the treasure. Just keep the treasure. And finally play my Spyro and trying to find that land still. 4 damage, okay. What do they have? Maybe more lands. Okay, here is the Summoner's Pact. Oh, they played the Yargle and Multani, so it's a brew. Okay. Okay, they got the Kragen-Vick, so do they discard the Yargle? Yeah, they discard the Yargle. Okay. I was interested to see what are they playing. I guess it's the Kragen-Vick. It's a fun combo. Do I on the play? Do I want this Brotherhood End? It would be good, like if I had it at this moment. If I had the 3 mana, it would be decent. It kills basically all their creatures. So maybe I could still keep it, but I'm hoping to be more aggressive in this game. Just a bathroom break for a few seconds. Okay. So I'm thinking about keeping the Brotherhood's End in or not keeping them. I guess if they're bad, I will try to discard them from the hand. I think they have potential to be good. Okay, I like this hand. This looks fine. I'll probably find the planes here. That way I play around Blood Moon. I can, with just one planes, I can cast the Djeru, I can cast the Winota. I'm thinking about this Knight Errant. I remembered before starting this league. Knight Errant could be cool addition. I'm not sure. While playing this league, I got a feeling that it could actually be better than the Djeru. I didn't use Djeru much. Obviously, Djeru is kind of more combo-ish, and it can be maybe yeah. But Djeru is legendary, so it works better with Goryos. That is also very important. Okay, so what I do here, I think I just want to play Ragavan for 1 mana and bolt the bird. Bolt the bird. So next turn I can have the Ragavan threatening, plus just cast my Sparrow. If I dashed the Ragavan, then bolt the bird, I wouldn't be able to do this. Okay, they go for the Bone Crusher, that is fine. Bird did nothing wrong, yeah. Okay, so I'll probably, as I said, probably just find... The question here is, do I discard the Djeru? Or I don't discard the Djeru? I think I go for the plains to play around Blood Moon. Plains is most important, I guess. I mean, Swamp is also good, but Plains feels better. So do I discard the Djeru or not? I think I'll discard the Scrapwork Mutt. Probably a land. Scrapwork Mutt, since I can use the ability from the graveyard and it has the Unearth. But the real question is, do I think I keep the Djeru this time. Try to win this game by actually casting the Djeru. Now I can use the Mutt probably to discard this Brotherhood's End. It seems like I will be the aggressive one in this game. Maybe not. I think Djeru has potential to win this game. I should have maybe brought in... I can go for Scrapwork Mutt plus the Ragavan Dash, but the Geist is really really good against me here. I'm going for it. Here goes the Unearth. Discard the end. I get the Marsh, so I can get my Swamp to completely play around Moon. I'll attack here. I want to dash Ragavan into the Geist. They let everything happen. I'll play my Ragavan. I'll play the Marsh Flats, and I'll play the Djeru with the haste next turn. So much talking about the Djeru, and we will now see the Djeru perform. Can Djeru win the game next turn? Oh my god, I love so much casting these new cards. It feels so good to win the game with a newly printed card in the Magic. Does opponent go for the attacks or stay in the block? Let's see. I'm just interested to see what will actually Djeru do. What does I have to read it? I have to read it first. So if I have one or fewer cards in hand, it has Vigilance and Haste. Okay, it will have Haste. They can't kill it, so whenever it attacks, I look at the top 6, and I may exile a legendary creature, put rest on the bottom, and until end of turn, I may cast. Okay, that is good. So hopefully we can find Griselbrand or Winota. So I actually cut some of the Griselbrands. So I have 2 Griselbrands and 4 Winotas in. They're going in for 4, but I think I'm not blocking here. They have just 2 cards in hand. I'm going for the Swamp. What do I get here? The Bolt? Okay, Bolt is good. And the Djeru is going in. Red, red. Okay, let's see what will Djeru do. Oh, it also has Vigilance. That is nice. Oh no! Djeru misses. Djeru doesn't do anything. Djeru doesn't do anything. Well, let's see if Ragavan connects or not. It would be good for it to connect so I can use my Bolt. Well, at least it has Vigilance. Wow, Kragan. Well, they can still kill me with Kragan, definitely. Let's see if I survive or not. Well, it's a Djeru against Kragan, and it seems like we both have a chance. Djeru underperformed. Do they have a Kragan? Seems like they have a Kragan. Wow, they really have a Kragan. So I'm dead. 18 damage. Wow. Wow. 2 Kragan kills. I can't be angry at that. Can't really be angry at that. Djeru underperformed and didn't find a target. I would lose anyway, but still. They had a pretty good hand. Nothing I could have done there. Didn't expect the Kragan deck. But I can't be angry at the loss to Kragen-Vick. 2 games, dealing 18 damage to face. I mean, it's too strong. Well, at least it was a fun game. It didn't seem like a hard matchup. It really should be favored. But that game too, I was just I went through 20 cards in my deck and only had 2 lands I had initially in my hand, so it was pretty bad luck. This is semi-keepable. I'll try it. Okay, going for the Ragavan here. I think I'll find the basic. Okay, Sigarda's 8, turn 2. Do they have it? Do they have the hammer? Guess it's a secret. Another land that is not what I want. Okay, so do they have? If they have a hammer, I would definitely attack. So I guess they don't. Let's see if they trade here. They probably don't. They do. Okay. Okay, I'll play my Stitcher Supplier, test my luck with Goryos. Okay. Another land, wow. These are such a bad rolls. Well, next turn I can go for the Winota and maybe find a Spyro to remove some of the lands from the hand. Okay, Winota, I need you to do something good because I can't stop drawing badly. Another land, wow. These are like 4 lands from the top. Okay, let's go Winota. My opponent doesn't play removal. I hope to get maybe Spyro to try to draw something else, but my supplier will definitely die. Here is the Spyro. Okay, so maybe I can find something. I think I'll discard the Goryo so I get the token to trigger Winota next turn. I also don't have anything good in the graveyard to use Goryo, so I think that this is fine. I'll discard 1 land and this. And also get the Ragavan dash for the next turn, it is good. Also I'll get probably 2 triggers next turn. Also get 3 cards in the graveyard, maybe... okay, here is the 4th Goryo, so I'm definitely not using the Goryo, but I have the Priest. If they don't get the hammer on the Inkmot, should be fine. Okay, seems like they have something. They find the hammer, finally. They didn't... oh, this is just a Shadow Spear. Okay. It's just a Shadow Spear. Do they also have a hammer? If they find a hammer, I'm pretty bad situation. Maybe they don't find it. Okay, let's test my luck next turn. Okay, this is good. I'll go for the dash. Let's see what I do with the triggers. Do I need Winota with Indestructible? Maybe. Maybe I just want 1 in the graveyard to use it like with Priest. So I'll keep this one, sacrifice this one. Okay, what I got here? I got the Djeru, also got the Priest and the Ranger. Well, I'm not sure about this one. There are a lot of options here. Djeru may be cool. Djeru is the biggest one also. I'll take the Djeru, okay? Well, so far, also Djeru doesn't trigger when Winota get it because it triggers on attack and it's already attacking when you do it like this. Okay, I'm fine trading with the skill for Ragavan. That is not a problem. I'm going to find a second red source here, play the Spyro, put Priest into the graveyard, which means I can just unearth it next turn if I want. I also get another token and the blocker. I'm also alive if they have the hammer on the top there. I will survive on 1 life, then hopefully still be able to kill them. And there is another Ragavan that is good. I can dash it. Okay, let's see if opponent gets it or not. Probably they draw this Ornithopter from turn, so I guess they don't have it. They're going in for 1 or 11. It is 1. Okay. Should be able to actually win this one, hopefully. Now, okay, so I'll go for... Do I have anything in the graveyard for the priest? Let's see that first. I don't. Okay. Okay, so I guess I go for the dash. And I can probably play the Stitcher first because I will probably discard the card in my hand because of Winota triggers. Well, I will be very surprised if my opponent survives this. Okay, they concede. That is the game. Cool one, definitely. I was so interested to see if Djeru finds the Griselbrand or not. Damn it. Okay, I want all of this. I want this. And probably this. So I have a pretty good sideboard here. But the problem is I have to take a lot of cards out. I have to take a lot of the cards out. And this means that... okay, so... Probably 2 Griselbrands. Goryos. What else? What else? Maybe I don't want a Djeru when cutting the Griselbrand. And I got 2 new humans in, so I can probably cut this one because the Ranger-Captain of Eos finds me the Giant Killer, which can kill a construct. So it's probably better than Djeru. Do I even want the Griselbrand in this matchup? I guess it can be good. But I must cut something. Maybe I probably can cut the Ragavans. 2 Ragavans. I think I want bolts. This way I can keep the Griselbrands. I'll probably keep 3 Goryos then. But I need to remove 2 more cards. Supplier. And another Supplier. I think so, yeah. Okay, let's try it like this. Should be good in this matchup after winning game 1. I have decent sideboard like Brotherhood's End can be really good. I have my Grizzly Band. I have yet to reanimate the Griselbrand this league. Sometimes you just don't see it. Sometimes it happens a lot. But it's definitely a good thing, a good option to have. Okay, I'll go for my Ragavan here. I can maybe trade with one of their creatures. That's mostly what Ragavan does here. It's a Sanctifier. Wow. That is really good. For them, Sanctifier is the best card against me. So this Ragavan definitely won't be connecting. I need them to actually equip the Sanctifier with Hammer. If they equip the Sanctifier with Hammer, I can kill it with the Giant Killer, which I will now find with the Ranger-Captain of Eos if I can find the land. Okay, so what did they find? Shadow Spear? Wow. So they're just going Sanctifier Shadow Spear plan? No lands, no lands, no lands. Okay. Guess I'll just do the redraw, try to find the land. I'll get rid of my Griselbrand. It's not happening this game. Just a second. Hey. Okay, here I am. Didn't find the land. Didn't find the land. I got the Stitcher. Okay. I got the Mutt into the graveyard, so at least I get the redraw if I don't find the land. They don't have a hammer, but this Sanctifier will definitely be hard to deal with. Okay, I got the land. So I'm just going to play the Spiral, trying to get another land, try to just play this Winota, that is the plan. I'll leave the Winota and the end in hand, discard the Ranger and the second Winota. Okay, I got the land, that is good. So I'm attacking next turn. I'll leave all the creatures I have to get the most abilities. Okay. March on Ragavan is okay. Do they attack again or stay in block? They attack. Okay, that is good. So after this attack, after resolving the Winota, they probably won't be able to attack again without the hammer. If they have the hammer, they will be able to kill me because they'll have exactly 12. So it doesn't matter really if I shock or not. So I'll just take the Foundry because I'm dead to I'm dead anyway to them top decking hammer plus the Sigarda's Aid. So I'm just going for this. I need a second white to for the Ranger Captain. Okay, Spyro is here. So I got some blockers, that is nice. What they play now? Moonlight? Okay, I guess. Well, you could have cast this before the Spyro, but fine, okay. Guess they forgot to play it. Doesn't matter. I really don't want to discard anything, but I have to, so I'll get rid of, I'll leave the Brotherhood's End in hand to maybe kill some artifacts next turn. Okay, I got another Spyro. Well, these creatures can't enter the battlefield, so I'll choose not to use the Winota abilities. Hopefully they don't have the hammer. Okay. Okay, now they got the hammer. Let's see if they got the Sigarda's Aid too. Okay, not. They went for the Caldra. That's a good sign for me, definitely. Means no aid. They're attacking with Stoneforge. Okay, guess not. Okay, this is all going well. Hopefully, maybe I can find some lethal here. They pass the turn. Okay, this Magus is also decent. I wanted to cast the Scrapwork Mutt, but since I drew into Magus, probably won't do that. I really want to play Magus. If I play Magus, their only thing they could have is like, I guess they have the Caldra. So I got to think about this. I go for the attack first and see what happens on the after the attack. Can use the Scrapwork Mutt. It's close. It's close. Maybe I can somehow find the lethal with the Mutt. They'll have 7 damage with 8. They actually have 8 damage with Caldra, so I'll need to block it next turn. At least one of those damage. I'll go for it. Let's play Mutt. See what I get. Okay, I'll probably discard the Spyro. I get another Mutt. Okay. Yeah, this deck is very fun. I had 5 trophies with this deck before. And okay, here is the priest and the giant killer. I'll take the priest. I had 2 times trophied with this list. It is very fun. I have the Magus and the Spyro and the Winota. I'll take the Seasoned Pyromancer. Let's see what I'll discard here. Probably the Mutt again, so I can play it with haste next turn again. And I want to keep the End and the Magus, so I guess I'll just go for these 2. This is good. Okay, nothing from the last ability, but it doesn't matter. Let's see how my opponent blocks. Let's see how they block. Okay, they have the Caldra, right? And they have 3 blockers. So I have 2 blockers here, plus Elemental. This means they can maybe equip the Shadow Spear there, but they won't have... they won't still have a Lethal. This deck is very fun for me. I love the Winota strategies. I brewed with them a lot. Okay, so what do I do here? Their play on their turn is probably just equip Shadow Spear on the Caldra. I can use the Brotherhood Zen now to destroy the Shadow Spear, but this doesn't feel as a very good play. I think I'm just going to go for the planes and maybe play Magus. Or I just, sorry, I just play actually the Ranger. A Ranger can block the Sanctifier finally. Maybe that is the best. Let me think about this a bit. I think I need to think about this. Ranger can block the Sanctifier. So I don't need to block the Shadow Speared Caldra if attacking, but Magus can turn off their mana. They'll have just 1 white. So they have less good top decks. They can't draw a card with Canopy too. There are a few options here, obviously. I think I'll go for the Ranger. I can find I think I have 1 more Ragavan here. Maybe if they attack with the Caldra, I can do a lethal swing back. Yeah, I have it. 1 more. So have a giant killer, but I'll take the Ragavan, try to kill them next turn if I survive, of course. I also have an option to sacrifice the Ranger on the upkeep. Let them attack with the equipped Caldra and the Sanctifier. So if this would happen, they would gain 6 life, go to 9. I would block. I would have to block the Caldra with 2. And then I think I wouldn't have enough to kill it. I have the Ragavan dash. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. 14 damage here. So maybe that is the strategy. Well, if they play, I think I won't do it. If they play Sigarda's then I will respond with the Ranger. I won't do it for now. Let's see what they do. Okay, that was expected. That was expected. They have just 2 mana now. They could very easily die on the swing back if they attack here. This deck really is extremely fun. I don't know when I had most fun with the decks, and I really love the Winota stuff, so I was brewing a lot, and this was a version that I got to after years of playing Winota. Okay, they're going just with the germ. I can let this happen, probably. Can probably let this happen. It is close. It is close. I think I can let it. So it is a good deck, yeah. I'm on 1, and hopefully they can't survive all the damage I have here. Another Sanctifier, that is not enough to survive. So I got this game. Got this game definitely. Okay, going for the Ragavan dash. Okay, first I'll go for the Scrapwork Mutt. That is the best to get another draw. I can now discard the Magus probably. Get the Bolt. Wow, this is even better. And just attack with everything. It's more than enough to win this game. GG's. Does opponent play the Solitude? Maybe they play the Solitude, but I still think I win with the Lightning Bolt. Okay, that is lost this very close game to the Kragen-Vick, and that is probably the best way to lose a game in Magic. So I lost 2 games with against the Kragen-Vick, dealing 18 damage to face. It was a fun game, definitely. Okay, so now I have to pause the stream for 1 hour, maybe hour and a half. I going to my mother's to have a lunch, and then coming back and streaming for the rest of the day. So you can join me back on the stream for hour and a half, let's say. And I'll continue streaming. I'll show you what I stream now. I'll continue the league with the Winota. Hopefully can end up with a good league and put it on YouTube too. After the Winota, I'm going to stream playing the Mono White and the Dragon Tribals. Mono White deck should be really good, while Dragon Tribal could also be good, but I'm kind of skeptic, you know, because it's a Dragon Tribal in Modern. And we are playing 4 Blood Moons, 4 Chalice of the Void. This already kills half of the decks in the format. We have the new card, the Invasion of Tarkir, which is insane card by itself. But in Dragon Tribal, it's just nuts, completely nuts. So this card deals damage if you reveal 2-3 cards from your hand, 2-3 dragons from your hand. It can deal 4-5 damage to any target. Then when it flips, it says whenever a dragon attacks, you deal 2 damage to any target, and you will have multiple dragons in on the board, and this will be a GG when resolved and when flipped. So this new invasion of Tarkir 2 mana battle is just is too powerful in a deck like this to not try something with it. We have some best of dragons playable in the modern, semi-playable, let's say Timeless Dragon and the Glorybringer are probably the best ones. There is also Shivan Devastator that is pretty good, especially when paired with this Orb of Dragonkind and the Dragon Lord Servant. I think we can get early big Shivan. There is also Thunderbreak Regent for additional dragon synergy. Deals 3 damage when to opponent when dragon becomes the target. So these are, I think, in my opinion, the best dragons. And we are playing this Orb of Dragonkind, which ramps us towards playing the dragons, but also it is a cantrip. When you don't have dragons in hand, you can use this to find a dragon. It looks at the top 7 cards, which is a lot. Also, there is a Sharkan to draw this card. There is a March, and that is it. Some other good cards on the sideboard. Magus of the Moon, Rest in Peace, the Sphere, the Werther, the Stonebred Dragon, the Elashnorn. That is it. Okay, so the other deck we'll be trying, it's a mono white deck trying to use the Windbrisk Heights in Modern. So that is a card not seeing any play ever in the Modern, but has some nice potential. And this is the land card, so which enters the battlefield tapped, have a hideaway ability, and it is also an Shining Shoal deck. So you play a lot of these big mana white spells, like Spectral Procession is a 6 mana spell, Emeria Call is a land that is also 7 mana spell. We have Venerated Loxodons, we have Knight Errant of Eos, we have Solitude here. These are all great, very good Windbrisk Heights targets, which you hopefully find one of those, put it below, and then the point of this deck is attack with 3 creatures. So we have Legion's Landing, which gives you another early creature, which also has synergy with attacking with 3 or more creatures. We have the Esper Sentinel here. We have the Resolute Reinforcements, which should work well with Venerated Loxodon. Venerated Loxodon is a card similar to this new card, Knight Errant of Eos. They bought 5 mana white creatures that have Convoke. So they're really loving the Resolute Reinforcements type of the deck, type of creatures, and these small early creatures which can help Convoke it early. And Knight Errant of Eos should be there to keep up with the cards in our hands, give us some card advantage, and Venerated Loxodon should bring in additional synergy with all these small creatures, giving them counters so they can attack for more damage, like Spectral Procession. Putting a counter on each of those feels very good. And that is it. Okay, so I'm choosing to play Loxodon here instead of that white enchantment, white force that can be exiled on opponent's turn to give everybody +1/+1. But actually, to make that card really good in the deck, you need to play Squadron Hawk, and I don't want to play Squadron Hawk here. I want to play Resolute Reinforcements, I want to play Legion's Landing, have more of these early creatures, and all of this, like Venerated Loxodon, I think it will work very well with Esper Sentinel. There is some real good synergy there. Giving Sentinel a counter, that's always very good. A Stoneforge Mystic also can put a little bit slower, but it can also put 2 attackers on the field. Resolute Reinforcements too. We have 8 1-mana creatures. Shining Shoal to protect our Stoneforge. I think this is very synergistic deck, and I'm very excited to see how it works. But I'll have to keep that after the pause. I will now make a pause for lunch and then come back and continue streaming these 2 decks for the rest of the day. Okay, that is it for now, and see you later. Okay, goodbye.